Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 16 of our January journey through the Proverbs. God bless you today. My prayers are with you. I'm trusting God that your January has begun well and you're gaining God's wisdom in your life on a daily basis. This is a emphasis we're putting on because not only because God has led us, but the Scripture says, "In all you're getting, get wisdom." This is the principal thing. It says the primary thing, the first thing, the first priority of life ought to be to gain God's wisdom. Again, Proverbs 16, as all the Proverbs, has a plethora of insights about different things. A couple of thoughts is how God continues to uh, emphasize, if you will, the importance and the priority of humility and the danger of having a proud heart or a proud life. Verse 5 says, "Everyone proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord." It gets right to the point. And the reason for that is pride uh, is a misrepresentation, because when we get prideful, we put ourselves in the place of God. Someone told me once, or maybe even I read it, I can't remember the definition of humility, is the understanding of who you are in the light of who He is. When you get into His presence and you realize who He is, and then who you are in relation to who He is, it'll transform your life and you'll humble yourself before God. Prideful people don't understand who God is. They would be humble as well. One other thought that I wanted to show you today, a verse that stuck out to me, verse 28. "A perverse man sows strife, and a whisperer, separates the best of friends." There are people in life who, for some reason, are inspired by jealousy, selfishness, whatever, who are whisperers. Years ago, I had a friend who basically whispered in my ear something negative about a person I did not know, by the name of Pastor Ron Hammonds, and it made me have a negative thought about him. Fast forward to today. Years ago, I was, and I'm sitting here because of Pastor Ron Hammonds. I'm pastoring the church because of Pastor Ron Hammonds, but found myself having supper with him one day after I had this little negative seed planted in my head. This was years and years ago, and I realized whatever this person planted in me is incorrect. This is a good man and could be a good friend. Today we're good friends. He invited me to come pastor Church on the Rock North many, many years ago, and here I am. My daughters have their husbands in tow, and I have 5 wonderful grandchildren because of where I am today. And I think about that whisperer, how he wanted to separate. And I realize how the enemy uses sometimes people in our life to keep us from God's best for our life. And I thank God that I didn't allow that to happen, because my future and destiny uh, is being realized. And I think about what I would have missed had I allowed that seed of negativity, that seed of discontent, seed of offense or whatever, or of a negative opinion set up residence in my heart. Don't necessarily believe everything you hear. And sometimes people's just tone of voice sets up a negative in your mind about someone. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. You can't let those things in. They'll grow in your life. God bless you. Have a great day. And all you're getting, get wisdom.